Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my Bible reading live stream. Today I will be again teaching the Bible and answering any questions you guys have. This is gonna be one of those shorter ones, those shorter readings, but we'll still get through that today. So, with that being said, any questions before we begin reading? Does anyone have any more questions before we keep reading? It doesn't look like there's anyone in the live stream yet, but I'm sure there will be soon. In the meantime, let's begin. So we left off at Genesis chapter 12, verse 10, and we'll be continuing reading on from there. So, Abram in Egypt. Now there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down to Egypt to dwell there, for the famine was severe in the land. So it came to pass when he was close to entering Egypt that he said to Sarai his wife, "Indeed, I know you are a beautiful woman. Therefore, it will happen when the Egyptians see you. So they will say, 'This is his wife,' and they will kill me, but they will let you live here. Therefore, say you are my sister, that be well with me, for your sake, that I may be in one of your house." So let me just read this closer. I feel like we've read this before. Oh yes, we have read this before. Now Abram went up from Egypt to the south, he and his wife and all he had, and Lot with him. Abram was very rich in cattle, silver, and gold. So he went on his journey from the south as far as Bethel, to the place where his tent was at the beginning, between Bethel and Ai, to the beginning of the altar he made there at the beginning. So we could see the Lord here protected Sarah's virtue and also the incarnation. For Abraham and Sarah begot Isaac, through whom became the promise of where Christ, which Christ made. All right, let's continue. There Abram called on the name of the Lord. Lot also went with Abram and had flocks of herds and tents, but the land was not able to support them, so they might dwell together. For their possessions were so great they could not dwell together. So strife arose between the herdsmen of Abram's livestock and those of Lot. Now the Canaanites and the Perizzites dwelt in the land at the time. So Abram said to Lot, "Let there be no strife between you and me, and um, between my herdsmen and your herdsmen, for we are brethren. Is not the whole land before you? Separate from me. If you take left, then I, or if you go to the right, then I will go to the left." Thus Lot lifted his eyes and saw all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Like the garden of God, like the land of Egypt, you go to the war, Zoar. Thank you for doing the Lord's work. Hey, no problem. Angel, I appreciate it. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for the kind comment. Then Lot chose the plain of Jordan for himself, and journeyed east, so they separated from each other. Abram dwelt in the land of Canaan, but pitched his tent even as far as Sodom. Now the men of Sodom were exceedingly wicked and sinful before God. Then God said to Abram, after Lot separated from him, "Lift your eyes now and look from the place where you are, northward, southward, eastward, and westward. For all the land you see, I will give you your seed forever, and I will make your seed as the dust of the earth, that if a man can number of the dust of the earth, then your seed also could be numbered." Salam. Oh, salam indeed, no. If you're a boy or girl, thanks for what you do. Thank you very much, Indigo Actual. I really appreciate the comment. All right. "Arise, walk in the land through its length and its breadth, for I will give it to you. Then Abram moved his tent and went and dwelled in the oak of Mamre in Hebron, and built an altar there to the Lord. Hola, soy de Chile. I don't understand that much Spanish, but I know you said hi from Chile. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Felipe. Now it came to pass in the reign of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arok, king of Elasar, and Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that they made war with the Bera, king of Sodom, Bereshak, and the king of Gomorrah, the Sinban, king of Admah, Shemeber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zor. That's Zor, by the way. All these joined together in the valley of Siddim, that is the Salt Sea. 12 years they served Chedor Lomor, and in the 13th they rebelled. Now in the 14th year, Chedor Lomor and the kings with him came and cut down the giants at Ashtaroth, Karanaim, and strong nations with them. The Zuzim and Ham, the Emin and the Shavek Kirtartham. Shaveth Kiriasaim, and the Horites in the mountains of Seir, as far as El Paran, which is by the wilderness. Do you know how to speak Spanish? I don't speak that much Spanish. These names are Hebrew names. They might be mistaken for Spanish. I don't speak much Spanish. I only know a little Spanish. But yeah. Hello, I'm not late. Phew. Yeah, you're not late. No problem. Now the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, that is Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zor, went out and joined together in the battle of the valley of Siddim against Chedorlaomer, and king of Elam, Tidal, king of nations, Amphral, king of Shinar, and Aroa, king of Elasar. So, Melchizedek brought out bread and wine to Abraham. His priests were typified the high priest and hood of Christ, who gives his precious body and blood to the faithful, and the bread of wine of the Eucharist. All right. I run like a dog, like really fast. So cool. Oh, that's nice. All right, where was I? They took. Oh wait, no. And the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell in there, but they fled. But those left fled to the mountains. Then they took all the cavalry of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their provisions and went their way. They also took Lot, Abraham's. Not Abraham. This is not to be mistaken for Abraham. This is Abram, not Abraham. Abraham is a different character who we will get later on. So Abraham's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. Then those who escaped came and told Abraham in the Hebrew, who at the time dwelt by the oak of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, brother of Amer, and they were allies with Abram. Now, when Abraham heard his brother, Lot was taken captive. All right, Lot was taken captive, and